Hey, what is going on? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're taking a look at Shib coin. I do want to say that I'm not a financial advisor. You should do your own research before investing money into crypto. Now, crazy news actually. I think a lot of you have probably heard about this, but there was a guy who invested into Shib August last year, I think. Yeah, it was August. So he invested like $3,400. So yeah, $3,400 into Shib last August. And I mean, it wasn't listed on Binance at that point, but so now the coins that he bought are worth something around about $1.5 billion. Yeah, let that sink in. It's really crazy. Probably one of the best trades ever. And there was the other guy who invested $5,500 into Shib last August, and now his coins are worth something around about $3 to $4 billion. So yeah, I heard this on Journey's channel, then I researched it online. It's really crazy. But yeah, this is the type of gains you can make, just by investing $3,000 in a year's time, you can become a billionaire. How crazy is that? But all right, now let's take a look at Shib. It's been doing absolutely incredible for the past couple of days, actually, the past couple of weeks. So this is the weekly chart. What I do want to do is I'm gonna set a Fibonacci retracement from the swing low to the previous swing high, just like that. Now looking at the targets, we do have the 1.618 over here, and it was met perfectly, absolutely perfectly. The 1.618 over here at 0.408714 was met, and as you can see, we're getting rejected from that zone and getting below the 1.414. What I would like to see, obviously, is we still have 2 days until we open up a new candle. So I want to open up a candle above the 1.272, because that would mean that we have this 1.272 level as support. So September 27th, right? So this is from September 27th. Shib did 1,255% in profits, in gains, which is really crazy to think about. Now, a strong pullback isn't out of the question, obviously. So what you want to do is you want to target the previous swing high, right? So because you have such a strong move, there's always a potential that you may come back down, right? So just have this as a nice buy order at 0.0. Is that 5 zeros? One? So that's 4 zeros, 503. Yeah. So 0.40503. And we may not get there, right? You can see where the 20 EMA is, obviously. So the healthy thing is obviously to come back to the 20 EMA. But in all honesty, with all the hype behind Shib right now and Dogecoin, I don't think we're coming back to the 20 EMA on the weekly chart anytime soon, right? I think this is the start of the parabolic rise for Shiba until the end of the bull market, until pretty much the end of the year, where we might have a pullback in December or November or early January. Nobody knows, but obviously you should have, if you're planning to sell some, then you should have your sell targets ready and set to go. But if for a lot of people, this is a speculative trade, they're buying into the hype. Obviously, I wouldn't recommend buying into very huge green candles. Wait for a pullback, dollar cost average, and have your targets. Unless you're unless you're holding for the long term, for the next couple of years, then you can just be dollar cost averaging pretty much at any price if you're in it for the next 4 years. So the next target that we're looking at is the second fib level over here, sitting at 0.3011429. So there we go. That's us losing 1 0. And above that, we're going to have our last sort of last resistance level over here that I think that we can actually get. And a lot of people may say that we may even go higher, right? But this is me looking at it from a technical standpoint and just giving you the resistance levels. If we start getting overextended and going even higher, then, we're going to chart that when we get there. But right now, these are your levels. So make sure. And if we get a strong pullback, that's always a great place to dollar cost average. Now, if we jump into the RSI, so the weekly RSI is is absolutely overbought and overextended. But, in all honesty, this doesn't mean that we're going to have a pullback very soon. But, this is something that you want to be looking at. If you start getting up there and going towards the 95 index on the RSI, then you might potentially want to start taking some profits. If you're looking to take profits, obviously, if you bought in at these lows over here, you've done like tremendously well, like 1,300% of profit. But yeah, like I said, target the 1.272 as well, because we may hold that as support. That is currently sitting at 0.406506. And if not, look for the previous swing high. That's pretty much all I can give you right now. It's very hard to chart this because, we're just going in these straight parabolic candles. So, not a lot can be said about this. Maybe we get some, maybe Musk tweets something about this and it absolutely blasts off another 1,000%. And, and we're just going to blast through these targets over here. Nobody knows, but in my honest opinion, I think we're going to go higher above these levels, right? So if you really think that, then you can, have your levels even higher and set those buy orders or just hold long term, whatever suits you. But yeah, let's jump into the daily chart now. Okay, now jumping into the daily chart, I'm just going to remove that fib retracement, okay? And I'm going to set another fib retracement over here. So I'm going to set this one from the swing high to the swing low. Where's my fib retracement? There we go. I'm going to set this from the swing high to the swing low. Actually, no, where? There we go. So we do have our golden ratio over here, as you can see. That's your golden ratio, the 0.618, and it's a bit lower than this 0.405058 that I just gave you. And you can look at this one at this level as well, at 0.404837, all the way down to the 20 EMA. That's where the daily 20 EMA is, and that's a bullish pattern. And that's would be a bullish signal in itself if we have a nice bounce off the 20 EMA at 0.404424. So yeah, those are some support levels that you want to look at, and you want to potentially hold them, right? Because we may not even bounce off the 20 EMA right up until the end of the bull market, guys. So that's how crazy Shib is. Now, one thing that I do want to let you know is that we're forming this bullish pennant over here. And I'm going to give you the target from there in a second. So, yep, that's your bullish pennant, right? And it really depends on where you think the move started. So if you start from here, right, and you consider that your bull pennant, right, and then you place a target, that pretty much takes you to this zone that I gave you over here, right? That resistance zone from 0.30149110 to 0.301361, right? So you just took the entire move as one trend line. You have your pennant, right? And then you place it where the breakout is potentially going to happen. And that takes us right to that price that I just gave you. And that in itself is a 90% trade. So yeah, just be a bit cautious, entering these big green candles, right? Don't buy into the FOMO. Don't think you're missing out on anything, guys. There's always going to be opportunities to make money. And even with Shib, right, still there's a lot more opportunity in this project, in my opinion. And the devs are working on an exchange, and they have a lot going on. I know about that. And, Shib really does have a lot more utility than Dogecoin does. So yeah, look for the support levels, buy in, guys. If you're looking to take profits, make sure to have an exit strategy planned in advance, because you don't want to be planning as you're seeing, the price pumping, because you're going to get all nervous and you're not going to be able to think properly. Now that pretty much settles it for the daily chart. Also, the RSI obviously is in the overbought. You can see over here. So one thing you can look at is potentially we can have a bounce from this support level. As you can see, we've tested that level as resistance twice over here, and you may be looking for a move towards the downside and just have a bounce off this RSI on the index of 70, around the index of 70. So look for that on the daily RSI. But yeah, overall, I think Shib is going to have some nice gains moving forward, right? Maybe we won't have another 1000% gains in this bull market, but let's see actually what another 1000% looks like for Shib, just out of curiosity. Wow. So all right, 0.307942. Okay, that would be the, yeah, that would be the 1000% gains from where we are right now, but we'll see if we can get there by the end of the bull market. That's it for me, guys. Make sure to check out the Telegram chat and the Discord server. I have started a Patreon as well. There are 3 different tiers. Make sure to check it out. It's going to be linked down below in the description. And yeah, thank you for watching, guys. Make sure to check out the 2 videos on your screen right now. I will catch you in the next one. Goodbye and good night.